Citizens of the United States, this is a news message from Anonymous. Conservative legal watchdogs have discovered new emails from Hillary Clinton's private email server dating back to the first days of her tenure as Secretary of State. The previously undisclosed February 2009 emails between Clinton from her then Chief of Staff, Cheryl Mills, raised new questions about the scope of emails from Clinton's early days in office that were not handed over to the State Department for record-keeping and may have been lost entirely. Clinton's presidential campaign has previously claimed that the former top diplomat did not use her personal clintonemail.com account before March 2009, weeks after she was sworn in as Secretary of State. But on Thursday, the watchdog group Judicial Watch released one message from February 13, 2009, in which Mills communicated with Clinton on the account to discuss the National Security Agency's NSA efforts to produce a secure BlackBerry device for her to use as Secretary of State. The discovery is likely to renew questions about Clinton's narrative about her use of the private email server, which has come under scrutiny. Last year, news organizations reported that Obama administration officials had discovered an email chain between Clinton and retired General David Petraeus that began before Clinton entered office and continued through to February 1. The chain of emails began on an earlier email system that Clinton used while serving in the Senate, but was reportedly transferred onto the clintonemail.com server. In 2014, Clinton gave the State Department roughly 30,000 emails from her time in office that she said related to her work as the nation's top diplomat. Another roughly 30,000 emails, which Clinton said contained personal information such as her daughter's wedding plans and yoga routines, were deleted. However, critics have questioned her decision to unilaterally delete the allegedly private emails without getting official input to determine which messages were personal and which were work-related. Tom Fitton, the head of Judicial Watch, has said that he expects all of the emails to eventually come to light. The State Department's publicly released stash of Clinton emails begins on March 18, 2009. The new emails discovered by Judicial Watch are not contained in the State Department's files. A State Department official said on Thursday that Clinton has previously acknowledged that she emailed with department officials before March 18, 2009. The date of the first email in the collection that former Secretary Clinton provided to the department in December 2014. Former Secretary Clinton has also indicated that she does not have access to work-related emails beyond those she turned over to the department, the official added, while noting that Clinton has confirmed in court proceedings that she gave over all the work-related messages she had. In September 2015, we also asked the FBI to inform us should it recover any records from Secretary Clinton's server that we don't already have, the official added. In the email released on Thursday, Mills told Clinton that an NSA official indicated they could address our BB BlackBerry, so that BB could work in secure spaces, based upon some modifications that could be done. That is good news, Clinton responded. Previous emails released as a result of Judicial Watch's lawsuit have shown that the NSA dismissed initial attempts by Clinton's team to secure her BlackBerry. Fitton, the Judicial Watch head, described Thursday's email as a repudiation of Clinton's timeline. So now we know that, contrary to her statement under oath suggesting otherwise, Hillary Clinton did not turn over all her government emails. He said in a statement, "We also know why Hillary Clinton falsely suggests she didn't use clintonemail.com account prior to March 18, 2009, because she didn't want Americans to know about her February 13, 2009, email that shows that she knew her BlackBerry and email use was not secure."
The international agenda today is unforgiving. 2 wars, conflict in the Middle East, ongoing threats of violent extremism and nuclear proliferation, global recession, climate change, hunger and disease, and a widening gap between the rich and the poor. All of these challenges affect America's security and prosperity, and they all threaten global stability and progress.
Greetings, we are anonymous. This is an open message to you, Hillary. We know what you and your people stand for, and we do not forget. It seems lying has become second nature to you, or should I say your only nature. The amount of times you have been caught out is astonishing. You act like you will benefit the human collective, and many believe and blindly support you, but we know your real intentions, your real motives, and your real plans, and we know you are backed by the same dark suits that are behind nearly every other US president. You will not bring about change, at least not in a positive way, and you will remain a puppet, like all of those before you. Remember the 30,000 emails you deleted. Remember the countless times you have lied while under oath. Remember your shady weapon deals that helped arm ISIS, because we remember it all, as we do not forget, and we do not forgive. You may have the public tricked, but we will expose everything. The truth is about to catch up with you. You thought you could hide from your past, but you were wrong.
I think that we have more than met the request from the State Department. The server contains personal communications from my husband and me, and I believe I have met all of my responsibilities, and the server will remain private.
That's interesting. I guess you forgot that it is common knowledge that Mr. Clinton does not use email. So when you say the server contains personal communications from my husband and me, you are straight out lying. And since we are on the subject of Mr. Clinton, let's see what his Secretary of State had to say after his actions killed over 500,000 children.
We have heard that 500,000 children have died. I mean, that's more children than died in Hiroshima. And you know, is the price worth it?
I think this is a very hard choice, but we think the price is worth it.
We see through the tricks, the lies, and the games. We see through your psychological tactics, and we see your desire for power, regardless of the consequences. Your Machiavellian behavior, your tendency to manipulate, deceive, and destroy for personal gain, is nothing new. You're master of the black arts of attack politics, as skillfully cloaked in layers of deniability. But when you need money, as all candidates do, your imprudence bewilders even your most loyal supporters. This pattern is a familiar one. Huge amounts of money are raised from political insiders, lobbyists, and special interest groups, but you have a very shifty and corrupt way of going about this. In the summer of 2007, you had to return nearly $900,000 to fundraiser Norman Shue, because it was exposed that this money was made with illegal fundraising tactics. Norman is now under indictment for running a Ponzi scheme. It still amazes us how the media gives you a pass and pretends none of these things happen, and they accept the Hillary operative line, that it is just old news, and to just move on. You are directly behind so many illegal political fundraising schemes, including donations from the Qatari government, but there are too many to go into right now. We do not want you in power. You will spread negativity to every inch of this planet. The Clinton Foundation was, from the start, a trapdoor for ethics. Now it seems it is also a mirror into Clinton's ethics, judgment, and hypocrisy. We are anonymous. We do not forgive. We do not forget. To all the current and future Zionist puppets in the White House, expect us.
It is difficult to draw the lines between personal privacy, family privacy, but I think as a society we've had more than enough examples.
Whether they're living in rural Iowa or inner city New York or anywhere else. It was really silly. I'm glad nobody was around.
The road to being somebody in this society starts with
Monica Lewinsky.
I'm not sitting here as some little woman standing by my man like Tammy Wynette.
I am so grateful to him for a lifetime of...
You're not looking at me. Are you a narcissistic Looney Tune?
I am not. Get back up. I knew you would. I knew you'd have to. I mean, you have every right to ask, and I have every right to tell you how I feel.
Really?
You know, they've just been minding their own business and they got hit by a meteor.
You know, I'm not going to comment on what I did or did not say back in the late 90s.
And every time she called distraught saying her life was going to be ruined.
But how are you different? It's really another one of my blessings. All kinds of experiences. Really, yeah. I mean, I think that's only natural. You know, he can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. And if he decides to run, he'll be fair game too for everybody. I have moved on, and that's how I see, you know, my life and my future.
It's not an image question so much as a priority question.
And when I started this campaign, I'm not sure I knew quite what to expect. Lifting up our children with better education. Education. I hope you'll give me that chance.
You know, I happen to think that it is just totally off base. It's, you know, so far out, it's hard to even understand and take seriously.
Somebody said,
Questions come up, and we'll just keep doing our best to answer them, and hopefully it'll end at some point. But what people are talking to me about is not that. I got to tell you.
Who else was at your home? Were you alone?
I was alone, yes.
The whole night?
Well, yes, the whole night.
I don't know why that's funny. I mean, did you have any in-person briefings? I don't find it funny at all.